In a world where time seems to run faster every day, there are moments when you need to stop, take a deep breath, and connect with a powerful woman that exists within you. This is the moment that the angels have chosen to speak to you, to bring clarity about something that has aroused your curiosity and perhaps restlessness. Someone special was about to take a step towards you, but something made them hesitate. This story is not about guilt or regret, it's about discovery. The energy you radiate, even without realizing it, has the power to attract and transform those around you. But sometimes it can also be intimidating, not because of your weakness, but because of the intensity of who you are. There is a light in you, a force that does not allow half-truths, and that requires courage to be confronted. You may not realize it, but your actions and words have planted seeds in a heart that once seemed closed. This person, who now hesitates, has been living a whirlwind of emotions. Every smile of yours, every moment of shared vulnerability, has opened doors that they never imagined crossing. And at the same time, it has forced them to confront old fears that they believed they had overcome. The angels show that you have been chosen to provoke a transformation in this person's life, but that doesn't mean it will be easy. There are barriers erected, often because of past experiences that still echo in their mind and heart. The fear of losing something precious, the fear of not being enough, or even the fear of exposing oneself too much are battles they silently face. And in the meantime, you may feel the weight of the distance, as if something is being lost. But know that this distance is not a farewell. It is a moment of pause, where each one needs to find the answers within themselves. The presence of the angels by your side serves as a reminder that this process, although challenging, is part of a larger plan. Have you ever reflected on the impact you have on the lives of those around you? Their authenticity is like a mirror, forcing others to see parts of themselves they may be trying to ignore. That's why they feel so drawn to you and at the same time, so scared. It's not easy to face the truth when it is reflected so clearly. The angels urge you to have patience. This situation is not a reflection of anything wrong with you, but a sign that the connection between you is real, deep, and transformative. This hesitation is not an end, it is only an obstacle on the path. An obstacle that both of you have the strength to overcome, if you choose to do so. They, in their heart, know that you are different. Not because you strive to be, but because your essence shines in a unique way. This uniqueness is what makes them so attracted to you. But it is also what makes them question if they are ready to dive into something so intense and true. Meanwhile, the angels want you to look within. To realize that your journey does not depend on external answers or actions. Your strength lies in recognizing that you are enough, regardless of what happens. The self-love you nurture for yourself is the foundation that will sustain any relationship. There is something magical about knowing that you are the author of your own story. And in this chapter, the angels want you to choose self-love as a priority. Because by doing so, you not only empower yourself, but also inspire those around you to do the same. As you move forward, remember that not all journeys need to be linear. Some pauses are necessary to breathe, reflect, and grow. And this pause is an opportunity for both of you to learn more about yourselves and what you truly desire for the future. The angels whisper that what is to come will be revealing. Perhaps they will finally find the courage to approach again. Or maybe they will realize that their own journey is enough to fill any emptiness. Whatever the outcome, it will be exactly what they need. This story, although it seems to be about them, is really about you. About how your energy, your light, and your essence are enough to light the way, regardless of who decides to accompany you. Remember that love starts within you and expands to the world around you. The angels ask you to trust the process. Every challenge, every moment of doubt, is preparing you for something greater. And while they face their own fears, you are called to continue being who you are, authentic, strong, and full of light. And when this moment of hesitation passes, the pieces that now seem disconnected will finally come together. It's as if the truth has been patiently waiting for the right moment to reveal itself, and you will realize that all the doubts and challenges had a purpose. They were not a sign of weakness, but rather the fertile ground where strength and clarity grew. Sometimes, it is exactly in uncertainties that we find the deepest answers. As difficult as it may be, it is important to remember that you are not alone. Your authenticity is a beacon, and those who are truly important in your life will recognize and cherish it. It is not your responsibility to change or diminish your light to fit into spaces that were not meant for you. Keep being exactly who you are, because those who are meant to walk beside you will always find their way back. The angels are around you, even when everything seems quiet. They see their struggles, their achievements, And most importantly, the effort they make to stay true to themselves. This is something the world around you also perceives, even if it is not always said. You are proof that strength and vulnerability can coexist, and this inspires more people than you imagine. Every choice you make today is shaping the path you will walk. And the angels want you to know that you are being guided in every step. No matter how uncertain things may seem, trust the process. The seeds you have planted, the gestures of kindness, the moments when you have chosen patience over haste, all of this is creating a future full of possibilities. There is something very powerful about being true to yourself, even when it's not easy. The world may try to convince you that it is necessary to change to please or to be accepted. But the angels remind you that your greatest strength lies in your authenticity. The right people will see and value that, and the rest simply doesn't matter. As you move forward, allow yourself to feel everything. Joy, sadness, doubt, hope, all these emotions have a place and a purpose. Don't try to suppress them or pretend they don't exist. Accepting them is what allows you to move through them and come out the other side stronger and wiser. Sometimes it seems like the challenges will never end, but the angels want you to see these moments as part of something bigger. They are not the final destination, but rather the bridges that lead you to it. Every step taken, every tough decision, is a testament to the courage you carry in your heart. You are enough. That is the constant reminder the angels whisper in your ear. Even when doubts try to convince you otherwise, this truth remains unshakable. You don't need to mold yourself to any external expectations to be worthy of love, respect, and happiness. When everything seems heavy, take a deep breath and remember that you don't have to carry everything by yourself. There are invisible forces working in your favor, helping you find the way even in the most difficult circumstances. Trust that these challenges are here to shape something extraordinary within you. Allow yourself to shine, not only for others, but also for yourself. Your shine is a reflection of the love, strength, and resilience you carry. It is your unique mark, and those who are truly able to see will recognize it. Every moment, no matter how challenging, is an opportunity for growth. And the angels want you to know that you are exactly where you need to be. Don't rush, don't compare, just trust that the path will reveal itself in the right time. When the moment of hesitation finally passes, you will see that everything happened for a greater reason. Not because it needed justification, but because the universe always works to align what is best for you. And what is destined to be yours will always find a way to reach you. In the meantime, keep walking. Even if the path seems uncertain, trust that each step is taking you closer to where you need to be. Your journey is unique, and the angels are by your side in every moment, holding your hand and whispering words of encouragement. You are loved. That is a truth that nothing can erase. The angels want you to know that, no matter what, you are never alone. The love surrounding you is infinite, and it guides you even when you don't realize. Believe in yourself. Even when doubts try to convince you otherwise, remember that you have already overcome so much. You are stronger than you imagine, and the angels are here to remind you of that whenever you need. When things seem too much, turn inward. That's where they'll find the strength and clarity they seek. The angels will guide them through this introspection, showing them that all the answers they need are actually within them. Their light is a gift. Don't let fear or doubt diminish it. The world needs what they have to offer, and the angels are by their side to ensure that they have the courage to share that light. Keep living their truth. No matter who understands it or not, their authenticity is what makes them who they are. And that is the greatest strength one can have. The angels are here to remind them that their journey is sacred. Every step, every choice, is a dance with the divine. Take a deep breath, trust, and keep going. Because what is to come is more beautiful than they can imagine. As the days go by, they may notice small changes around them. Perhaps it's an unexpected smile, a gaze that lasts longer than usual, or even the silence that seems to say much more than words. These nuances are like pieces of a puzzle that the angels are helping them put together. That person who now hesitates is in a process of reflection that they may never see directly, but the angels see clearly. The connection between them is not common, and that's what makes it so challenging and at the same time, so special. Imagine two stars shining in the same sky, trying to align their brightness without overshadowing each other. That's how you two are, learning to exist in harmony, even when the path seems winding. The angels want them to know that all of this is part of a greater divine plan. Many times, we wonder why certain people come into their lives only to leave us confused. But the angels explain that these connections have a deeper purpose. It's not just about romantic love, but about mutual growth and learning. That person was placed on their path to teach them something about patience, compassion, and above all, about themselves. You may be wondering, why is this so complicated? Shouldn't it be easier? And the answer is that the deepest connections are rarely simple. They are an invitation to look in the mirror, to confront our own shadows, and ultimately, to emerge stronger. This journey, although challenging, is shaping you into an even more powerful version of yourself. Meanwhile, the angels ask you not to lose faith. They are orchestrating encounters, conversations, and moments that will eventually bring clarity. Perhaps this person's hesitation is not about you, but about the internal battle they are facing. And sometimes, the best we can do is offer space for that struggle to take place. You may feel like you are on a forced pause, as if waiting for something that never arrives. But remember that pauses do not mean stagnation. They are moments to reassess, recharge, and realign. The angels are using this time to prepare you and that person for something much greater than both can imagine right now. Every challenge faced so far has been a reminder of your strength and resilience. You have overcome pains and uncertainties that, at first glance, seemed unbearable. And yet, here you are, stronger, wiser, and more connected to your essence. That's the woman the angels see, and they applaud every step you take, even when you feel lost. What they are facing is not something you can solve for them. The angels show that they need to go through this journey alone, finding their own courage and clarity. And while this happens, your only task is to keep being who you are. Your light, your authenticity, and your strength are what will inspire them to finally take the next step. The angels ask you to trust your intuition. That silent voice inside you that knows that, regardless of what happens, you'll be guided to the right path. That voice is your direct connection to the divine, a constant reminder that you are never alone. Listen to it, even when doubts try to silence it. There is something powerful in knowing that you don't have to carry the weight of the world alone. The angels are by your side, holding your hand in every moment of uncertainty. They whisper that as you take care of yourself and honor your own journey, everything else will align in due time. You may feel tempted to speed up the process, to force answers, or to seek guarantees. But the angels ask you to resist that temptation. Trust the natural flow of life, even when it seems slow or unpredictable. There is divine wisdom in letting things unfold at their own pace. This person, even in their hesitation, feels your presence powerfully. You are like a flame that warms, but also illuminates the dark parts they prefer to avoid. And although this is scary, it is exactly what they need to grow. Your light is both a challenge and a gift. The angels want you to know that your vulnerability is your greatest strength. Showing your emotions, your desires, and even your fears is what makes you unique. Don't hide who you are in an attempt to please or to avoid rejection. Those who truly matter will always cherish your authenticity. While they face their own battles, you have the opportunity to deepen their connection with themselves. Use this time to explore your own needs, desires, and dreams. The angels remind you that your journey is as important as anyone else's. This pause is a gift, even if it doesn't seem like it. It's a moment for you to catch your breath, redefine your priorities, and remember who you are. And as you do that, know that the angels are working tirelessly behind the scenes to align everything in the best possible way. You were chosen for this connection for a reason. Not because you need to save or fix someone, but because your energy is transformative. You have the power to inspire, to guide, and to illuminate just by being who you are. That's your magic, and nothing can extinguish it. The angels want you to keep hope alive. They see a future where this connection strengthens, where doubts fade away, and where love prevails. But until that future arrives, trust in the present and the lessons it brings. There's a reason why you are reading these words now. It's because the angels know you are ready to listen, to trust, and to move forward with faith. They whisper that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Your journey is sacred, and every step is a reflection of the divine love that surrounds you. Trust in that love, trust in the angels, and trust in yourself. Because, in the end, you are the protagonist of this story, and the best is yet to come. The silence you feel now is not emptiness, but a space for something new to grow. This connection is undergoing a transformation, just like you. It's like a seed that needs time to break through the earth and reach the light. The angels show that during this time, both of you are learning valuable lessons that will strengthen your bond in the future. Maybe they miss a time when everything seemed simpler. But remember, growth rarely happens in comfort zones. Just like gold needs to go through fire to be refined, this relationship is being shaped by the force of time and patience. The angels ask you to trust in this process. They, even in their hesitation, feel the strength of what you share. It's as if something greater, beyond words, is speaking directly to their heart. And even though they try to resist, the energy of this connection is undeniable. You have awakened something that has long been dormant, and that is as beautiful as it is challenging. The angels whisper that you are not alone on this path. Every step you take is observed and supported by divine forces that wish you well. Even in moments when everything seems still, know that something is moving. This pause is a preparation for what is to come, not a full stop. There is a force within you that you may not have fully recognized yet. It's your ability to love, to forgive, and to believe, even when the path seems uncertain. This strength is a beacon for those around you, especially for that person who is struggling with their own doubts. You may wonder if it's worth waiting, if this journey is really what you need. And the angels say that this is a choice only you can make. But what they want you to know is that, regardless of what you decide, you are worthy of love, joy, and wholeness. That person is in a moment of self-reflection, revisiting their own pains and fears. And although this may seem like a barrier between you, it is actually an opportunity for them to grow. The angels are working to guide them in this process, illuminating the way, even in the darkest moments. In the meantime, you have the chance to deepen their relationship with themselves. How about using this time to explore their own dreams and desires? The angels remind that the most important journey is always the one we take inward. It's there that we find our true strength and purpose. The challenges they are facing now are like waves in the ocean. They may seem overwhelming, but they also have the power to shape something beautiful. The angels ask them to look at these waves not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. They are here to remind them of their resilience. Every gesture of love they offered to that person was like a flame lit in a dark room. Even if they didn't recognize it immediately, the light they brought is impossible to ignore. And with time, that person will begin to understand the impact they had on their life. The angels show that this connection is being blessed, even when it seems to be on pause. There is a bigger plan in action, something that goes beyond what the eyes can see. Trust that each moment of waiting is preparing them for something deeper and more significant. That person was drawn into their life for a reason, just as they were drawn into theirs. This dance of souls is not random, it is a carefully orchestrated symphony by the universe. And although it may be difficult, remember that the best chapters of a story always require patience. They are stronger than they imagine, and this journey is here to prove that. The angels ask them not to give up, even when everything seems lost. Because the truth is that nothing is lost, everything is aligning, even if in a way they cannot yet see. With each passing day, they become more aware of their own light. This awareness is what will allow them to navigate this phase with grace and wisdom. And while doing so, they inspire those around them, including that person who hesitates, but who cannot ignore what they feel. The angels want you to know that it is safe to trust their intuition. This internal voice is a powerful guide, a constant reminder that they are on the right path. Even in moments of doubt, listen to them. They will never lead you away from what is true and authentic. The love they feel is not a sign of weakness, but of courage. It takes a lot of strength to open their hearts, especially when the future seems uncertain. The angels see this courage in them and applaud them for their willingness to love, even when it means taking risks. This pause is an invitation for them to reconnect with what really matters. Do not rush to fill it with answers or actions. Instead, allow themselves to simply be. In this state of presence, they will find clarity and peace. The angels are by their side, holding their hand and whispering words of encouragement. They want them to know that everything they feel is valid, that all their emotions have a purpose. Trust in this process, even when it seems confusing or challenging. There is a beauty in waiting, in allowing things to unfold in due time. The angels ask them to see this waiting not as a burden, but as an opportunity to grow. Because in the end, this journey is not just about them, but about you. As time progresses, the angels continue to work behind the scenes, aligning everything for the perfect moment. This connection, which now seems shrouded in uncertainties, is being shaped by the hands of the divine. They ask you to be patient, as great changes require time and courage. The hesitation they feel is not the end, but a necessary chapter for the evolution of both. This person, although seemingly distant, is being guided to face their internal truths. It's as if the universe is holding a mirror, forcing them to confront their own insecurities and fears. This process is painful but essential. And as they navigate through this storm, the angels ask you to remain grounded in your own strength and light. You may feel like you are carrying the weight of something you can't control, but the angels remind you that this burden is not yours to bear alone. They whisper that it is safe to let go, to trust, and to allow the natural flow of life to guide this relationship. When you release the need to control, you create space for the unexpected to flourish. This pause is a reminder that love is not a straight line but a journey full of twists, turns, and discoveries. The angels ask you to see this as an opportunity for growth, rather than an obstacle. It is in this space of uncertainty that the deepest learning occurs, both for you and for that person. As they struggle to find clarity, you are called to reflect on what you truly desire. This connection is important, but the angels want you to remember that your worth is not tied to anyone's response or actions. You are whole on your own, a bright light that doesn't rely on external validation to shine. This journey is all about balance, giving and receiving, waiting and acting, trusting and letting go. The angels are here to help you find that balance, guiding each of your steps with love and intention. They want you to know that even in the moments of silence, they are by your side, working for your highest good. You may notice small signs along the way, a dream, a song, or even a recurring thought. These are reminders from the angels that they are on the right path. They use these signs to bring comfort and to reinforce that, even when things seem uncertain, everything is falling into place perfectly. They are being challenged to step out of their comfort zone, to confront truths that they may have ignored for a long time. And, as they face these challenges, they are called to be patient. Not because they should wait indefinitely, but because true love can never be rushed. It grows at its own pace. The angels ask that they take this time to nurture themselves. Do things that bring joy, that revitalize their soul, and that connect them with their essence. The more they take care of themselves, the stronger they become, and this strength is what will allow them to face any outcome with grace and confidence. They are more than enough, just as they are. The angels want them to remember this, especially in moments when doubt whispers in their ear. They see their light, their authenticity, and their courage, and they know that they have what it takes to get through this phase. This connection is not an accident, it is an important part of their spiritual journey. The angels show that, no matter what happens, they will come out of it stronger and wiser. Because, in the end, the lessons learned here will be the foundations for the next chapter of their life. The challenges they face now are like storms that clear the path for a new beginning. And as the wind blows and the rain falls, the angels are by their side, holding an invisible umbrella that protects them from the worst. Trust that they are guiding you to where you need to be. This person, even in their hesitation, feels the impact of their presence. They are a constant reminder of what is possible, of what love can be. And although it may be frightening, it is also deeply inspiring. Their light is an invitation for them to grow, change, and open up to something greater. The angels ask you to continue being yourself, without adapting to anyone's expectations. Your authenticity is your greatest gift, and that is what attracts true people into your life. Do not hide your light for fear of overshadowing others. Those who are meant for you will always find comfort in your glow. While this person faces their own demons, you have the opportunity to face yours. The angels show that this is a powerful moment for self-healing, to release old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve you. The more you heal, the more space you create for the new. The angels want you to trust in divine timing. They show that even when it seems like nothing is happening, the pieces are moving behind the scenes. Trust that everything is aligning perfectly, even if you can't see the full picture yet. This journey is as much about you as it is about them. It's a dance of souls, an exchange of energy that is teaching important lessons to both. And as you navigate through this, the angels are by your side, guiding each step with love and intention. You are stronger than you imagine, and this strength will carry you through this phase. The angels ask you to maintain faith, even when things seem dark. Because the truth is that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The angels now whisper that the moment of greatest revelation is approaching. Everything that seemed uncertain, everything that seemed to be still, is about to come to life. They who hesitated, who faced their own shadows, are being called to make a decision. And as this happens, you are invited to remain anchored in your own truth and power. The lessons you have learned throughout this journey are not in vain. Every moment of doubt, every challenge overcome, has shaped you into an even stronger and wiser person. The angels want you to see this clearly, You are a force of nature, a light that shines brightly, regardless of the circumstances. They feel the intensity of what you share, even if they do not say it in words. It is as if something within them is slowly awakening, recognizing the value of this connection. And although fears are still present, the angels are guiding them to see beyond the barriers they have created themselves. You may have wondered why you had to face so many ups and downs. But the angels show that each moment was a step towards growth. The lessons learned here not only strengthen your relationship with them, but also with yourself. It is a journey of self-discovery as much as it is of love. The angels want you to know that the answer to all your questions lies within you. Even though there may still be uncertainties, you have everything you need to navigate through this moment with grace. Trust your intuition, for it is the voice of the divine guiding you to where you should be. They are closer to a decision than you imagine. The angels show that, although fears are still real, the desire to get closer is stronger. They are beginning to understand that what you share is not something that can be easily ignored or forgotten. Love that one feels is a proof of their courage and authenticity. There is no weakness in opening the heart, even when there is uncertainty. Angels see this as one of the greatest displays of strength, and they applaud you for your willingness to love deeply. As you continue on this journey, angels ask you to remember your own light. Do not let someone else's doubts or fears dim the brightness you carry. Your light is a gift to the world, and it will be recognized by those who are ready to receive it. The hesitation of that person is not a reflection of you, but of their own internal struggles. And although this may be hard to accept, angels remind you that you are not responsible for carrying their burdens. Your only responsibility is to take care of yourself and to continue being authentic. Angels show that a new chapter is about to begin. It may not be exactly what you envisioned, but it will be what you need. Trust that everything is unfolding according to a divine plan, even when the path seems uncertain. You are stronger than the challenges you face, and this journey is proof of that. Angels want you to know that your strength does not go unnoticed. It is an inspiration, not only to that person, but to everyone around you. There is power in choosing to move forward, even when there are no guarantees. Angels ask you to trust the process, to keep walking with faith, knowing that each step is leading you to something greater. This journey is sacred, and you are guided in every moment. The future that angels envision for you is full of love, light, and possibilities. This connection, though challenging, is part of that future. But regardless of what happens, angels want you to know that you are destined for something great. This person is beginning to see the truth of what they feel for you. The angels show that there is an awakening happening, an understanding that what you share is rare and precious. And although fear is still present, love is stronger. The angels ask you to continue to be patient, but not at the expense of yourself. Take care of your heart, nurture your soul, and remember that you deserve love and joy. This weight is not a burden, but an opportunity for growth and healing. Each day, you become more connected to your own essence. And this connection is what will allow you to face any outcome with grace and confidence. The angels are by your side, holding your hand and reminding you that you are never alone. This journey has been challenging, but also transformative. And now, as you prepare for what is to come, the angels ask you to trust in divine timing. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should, and the best is yet to come. The angels want you to know that you are worthy of a love that matches your light. Do not settle for anything less. This journey is not about proving your worth, but about recognizing it within yourself.